Hi, my name is Ash, and this is Captive Air. Captive Air started as a hood company back in 1976, and then after that we started gradually getting into fire suppression system, exhaust fan, makeup air units to where we are now. One important thing we noticed at the beginning we wanted to focus on is the importance of the building balance. And how could we process the air that is being brought into the building. When we look at the RTUs in any normal building, we look at the rooftop units, as we all know. They are designed to deal with the sensible heat, not any humidity. And they're also designed to deal with low percentage of outside air, 10 to 20% max. While what we're talking about here, we're talking about a totally different beast. The DOAS unit, dedicated outdoor air system, that is built to deal with higher and much lower and much higher temperatures, designed to deal with extracting the humidity and moisture from the air, dealing with the big humidity loads. This unit here is from the ground up unit. It's not like a rooftop unit that we took and tailored to make it a DOAS unit. It's a unit that our engineers built from scratch up. Our owner and CEO, Bob Letty, put on our engineers that we want a unit to be the most efficient and price sustainable and last for 25 years. And as we know, rooftop units, you'll be lucky to have 10 to 12 years and then all the problems start happening. This right here is the intake of our unit. The air comes through here, and if we would have a return, this is a prototype for an 8-ton unit, fully outside. If we would have a return, the return will be here because some application you need 80% outside air and 20% return from the space. So the return will be down here. We can see the smoke detector for the return. Here's our intake, and this intake is designed to deal with high wind, high rain applications. When the rain basically comes and hit these right here, it drips down to those little gutters and goes down through a gutter system that is built in through the base of the unit. Now, the other thing, you can see also the screen birds inside, where basically, so it prevents any birds from coming in as well. We're basically gonna follow the airflow going into the unit. It starts from here. This is here our intake dampers. These wheels are basically designed to basically control how the percentage of outside air coming in and out. This is a high-end, not a lot of manufacturers use this design or work with this design, a high-end dampers that basically designed to precisely control the amount of air coming into the section. The pre-filtration, the 2-inch metal mesh filtration, washable filters, that's the pre-filter. We have one here and one in the back. This area right here is the mixed air cabinet. So when you have a return and you have the air coming from the outside, this is the mixed air cabinet where it comes right here. And one important thing to mention is that we take measurements for the temperature and humidity at every single point of the airstream. So at the intake, we take measurements. At the mixed air cabinet, we take the measurements after it leaves the coils, at the discharge, and in the space. So basically we are following the temperature everywhere to make sure that everything is doing what it's supposed to be doing. These coils basically, I don't want to get too technical, this is where the magic happens, where the moisture gets extracted and the air get cooled as well. So if you notice something, that the coils in our unit are not, usually you would see them like in a row, but every single row is offset from the row beside it. And the reason is that why it's staggered like that, so the air can spend the most amount of time inside. So we can take as much moisture out of that air before we introduce it to the space. This is the standardized coil with the hind-end coils in our system, and you can see the width of it as well. Right beside it, right here, we have the reheating coil. And the reason why we have a reheating coil, basically you cool the air while you're reheating it again, is because sometimes in some areas, when the air has too much of a moisture, you have to take the temperature of that air too low to get the moisture out, let's say 40-45 degrees, and that's too cold for you to discharge in the space. So the reheating coil, what it do is just reheat that air to get to the comfortable 55 degree before we discharge it to the space. So this is the control section on the top right here, where we're talking about the heater section on the bottom. All of these doors are removable, fully removable doors. Even this metal stack is removable. With these also, you can turn on the lights if you are working at night. So if you have you are working with a high wind, even this is bothering you, and you just want to remove the whole thing, all of these are removable. This is removable, so you can, in the case you had to replace the whole thing, you replace this. And this unit, the best part about this unit, that there was nothing in this unit that could fail and would make you replace the whole unit. Everything is replaceable. If something goes bad, you just replace that part. Nothing would end up and causing to the failure of the whole unit. This is the HMI human machine interface, where you basically set up your parameters, your points, similar to a thermostat, but way more advanced. You have many other things you can do there. It controls also humidity and with the one you have in the space. But this one here for the sit points of the unit, making sure everything is running the way it should be. This we can see, this is the VFD that controls the compressor that we're gonna talk about in a minute. This is the heater part right here, the pressure valves, this is that comes factory installed. We're talking about the modulating valves here for the gas. As I said, everything is moving, and this unit is modulating. From the valves, from the heater, from the damper, from the blower, it's all modulating based on the space and what it needs. The whole entire unit is built with galvanized steel, 90 galvanized steel for the whole thing. The exterior of the unit, the whole exterior of the unit is dual wall construction. And including the doors, everything have an 2-inch of R13 insulation. And this is something Captive Air doesn't make money off of. It's something we are providing to our customer. And I feel like this is one of the best things that we could actually provide to our consumers. We're CastLink, our monitoring system. So, you know, people pay thousands of dollars on building management systems from different manufacturers. While this is included with the unit for free, where you basically can as an owner, on your phone, you download the app, you can monitor every single thing on the unit. 24/7, you can make you forgot to turn on stuff, turn off things, everything can be done from here. And what it do to us, I have access to it, our service team have access to it. We can monitor things before it's actually happened. And if something happens, we can go and track it back, because everything is live information, and see why it happened. And there are too many things that we can actually fix remotely, where you don't have to send someone out there to fix it. And if we have to send someone out there, we know what the issue, they got the part, they go and fix it.